Hey YouTube, this is Rishika, and in the process of making a series of video tutorials on data stage, this is my 18th video tutorial. And in the previous video tutorials I discussed about a few processing stages: aggregator, copy, filter, funnel and join. Now in this video tutorial I'm gonna focus on merge stage. Okay, so yeah, before getting into the properties and know more about the merge stage, let me just just let me just put all the design so that whenever we have like a job properties open, everything everything feels good. Okay, so I'm trying to design a job with 3 input data sets. So okay, let me just put the links so that we'll have output, input and all the tabs for whatever we need, so that it would be easy when I'm trying to explain like each and every part. Okay, so so what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to read from 3 different input source and writing it to one different output data set. Okay, as of now. So yeah, merge obviously a processing stage, and it can have any number of input links, it can have any number of input links and a single output link, and it can have reject links too. That's the biggest difference between join and merge stages. It's pretty much we are joining the tables, but join stage does not accept any reject link, but the merge stage can have a reject link. And the other important thing about this reject link is you can have reject links. Let me say like the first one, ds link 24, the one which we are drawing from, like the first input sequential file 20. The link which is drawn from this input is called a master link, master data or the driver data. Okay, and all the other stages or all the other links, they are the just update data. So yeah, you can change the order in the link ordering tab, but as whenever you just first drag the first input link, that gonna be the driver or the master data. Okay, so yeah, depending on your data you can just choose which is the master link and which is update records. So yeah, the thing about the update reject links is that you can have number of reject links. For the master output data you have one output link, right? And the reject links you can have that number, whatever are your update records. You have two update data sets, right? So you can have two reject links. So it's basically like you can have n inputs and n minus 1 reject links for this merge stage, right? Because it's n minus 1, because the one which is like which would be the master output data and all others gonna be the reject links. So that's the reason it's n minus 1 output links. Okay, yeah, this is a pretty important question too. They ask how many reject links can you have for merge stage. We can have any number of reject links, but it depends on the input. How many inputs do we have, how many update links we have on source side. So yep, that's the important thing. And what is the purpose of this merge stage is, as join and lookup, we are just trying to join based on the key column values. So what we are trying to do basically in the merge stage is we are trying to update, let's say the first here like sequential file 20 has a master input data, and we have some update records, and we have two different update tables, and we need to update the first master data. Okay, so the master data is updated with two other or any other input records. That's the main functionality of the merge stage. So yeah, basically the links are also called master link and the update links, like update 1, update 2, update 3, whatever your update sources are. And yeah, so the columns from the records, the master and update data sets are first merged, and the output record, it contains all the columns from the master record. All the columns from the master record are present in the output, along with the other records, other records from the update records. But those records gonna be only a few of them which have the same values for the merge key columns that we're gonna give. We need to have like key column, right? So yeah, based on this we get based on this key column only, these update records gonna move on to the output. But if you don't want them, yeah, you can just go to the reject link and all that stuff. I'll explain it. And as the similar to the join stage, you need to have the data before passing on to the merge stage. The data need to be partitioned and sorted, key partitioned and sorted. So basically it's again key partitioning and sorting ensures that rows with the same key column values go to the same partition, and then it will be processed by the same node. So basically it's again, as I told in the join stage, it is minimizing the memory requirements. It uses minimum memory, so the performance is higher. Because it needs to have only a few rows in one node, it obviously uses minimum memory, right? Yeah, so that's the reason it needs to be partitioned and sorted. And yeah, I mean, if you have the other thing is, if you have more than one update data set, and you have like more than one update data set and you have duplicate records, yeah, it's always good to remove duplicate records before passing it on to the merge stage, because merge stage we can't have I mean, it's time is because, yeah, I'll show you. I'll create an example with the duplicates too, so we can see what's happening in that, if you have duplicates and if you don't have duplicates and all that stuff. And so yeah, it's the difference is reject links. And based on the reject links, we can route whatever the reject link we need to give to the specific link. I mean, you can choose which data needs to go to the which reject link. So that's the other thing. And let me, that's pretty much background about the merge stage. Now let me get into the properties. So key, it's a repeatable property and it has some dependent or sub properties too. The first is key. Yes, same as the join stage, all these like master and whatever your update, how many number, it doesn't matter how many number of update data sets you have or update input data you have, they need to have the same column, I mean, not same column, they need to have the common column, whatever the column is. At least one must be there. They can have like more than one, but at least one is like a mandatory. So yeah, if you have one, you're gonna choose from the drop down box similar to the join stage. And sort order, it's like ascending or descending, that's it. And the other key dependent properties are case sensitive. Case sensitive is, it's basically asking us to specify whether each merge key is case sensitive or not. As I said in join stage, yeah, it's pretty much it. And null's position, I guess I remember, I mean, I guess I have told about it in probably filters, no, funnel stage. So yeah, funnel stage, null's position, it's pretty much same. It's just by default always the null values in this merge state, I mean, whenever we are trying to merge master and update, the null values appear first in the merged dataset, like output dataset. But if you want to if you don't want those null values to appear first in the merged dataset, then just like override it by choosing last. That's it. So that's it. And the other key property is sort as egg, and yeah, it's just the character set, so you not really worry about that. That's pretty much about the merge key options, I mean merge keys. And now let's move on to the options. It doesn't have any other options except these three. These three are like mandatory by default, you can just leave them. But let's know what does each optional property mean. Okay, so yeah, the first is unmatched masters mode. Unmatched masters mode, it's always keep by default, and it specifies that, it means that keep means it is ask, I mean, we are telling data stage that unmatched rows, whenever you see unmatched rows from the master link, they are just I mean, just move them to the output data set. Okay, we have two options, keep and drop. If you select keep, I mean, it's a default option. If you select keep, whenever we have some unmatched masters records, it's moving to the data set output data, I mean, just moving to the output. But if you don't want those unmatched master columns or master records, just hit on drop them. So yeah, the key point here is, if you keep them, it's left outer, right? Because everything from the masters is going, even the unmatched things are going to the output. And if it's drop, it's inner, because only if it's drop, you're saying that only the common, or the only the one which are common columns among these all of the input data sets, then only those records I need to have in the output. So basically it's left outer and inner joins. That's another important question too. In join we can perform 4 different operations, but in merge we can perform only 2 different join operations. One is left outer by choosing keep option, and the other is drop, which the other is inner, which we can choose by choosing unmatched masters mode drop. So yeah, that's pretty much a important question too. So yep, that's it. And the other is warn on reject updates. Warn on reject updates, it's always true by default. This and these are true by default. So what does this mean is warn on reject update means is warn on reject update means is it's asking okay, it's true right by default. So it's saying that I gonna warn you, I means data stage, I gonna warn you whenever I see bad records from any update links. Like whenever see like bad links, or from like update links are rejected, I gonna warn you, I gonna put that warning messages in the director or log. So it's saying that. And if you are not really cared about reject things, just hit on false. So yeah, your director will be pretty much with no warnings. And one on unmatched masters means it's also said it's also by default true. So this means it's saying that master link, like whenever we have like unmatched records from the masters, it's asking whenever I see any records that are not meeting the criteria as you specified in from the masters link, I gonna collect those and make them as warnings, and add to your director log view. And this is for masters, and this is for update links. That's it. It's pretty much same, but this is for masters and this is for updates. That's it. So yeah, that's pretty much it. And advanced, you not worry about. And link ordering, see, you can change here. You can change whatever you can say, and all that stuff. Like input, you can just choose which link is like a master and which are the update links. And the order, even this output links, sorry, output links also, you can choose which one is the master data output, and which one are the reject output links. So yeah, link ordering, it's pretty important, because you need to know which is a master output dataset, right? Yep. And yep, that's it. That's pretty much it about this. And see, you need to have columns for every input data, and output you just map the columns. And for the reject links, nothing is done, because it's reject link, right? Mapping, you don't need to map, or you don't need to dump columns, or nothing can be done in those reject links. So that's it. That's pretty much about the merge stage. Now let's get into the real time job. Okay, so let me just put data sets here too. So we are trying to okay. So yeah, because we are just joining tables and master and update tables, I'm gonna use only these things, join to join 3, because this is my master data, because I have table definitions and everything set up. So I thought I'd go and use this. So let's see. So see, we have duplicates here. We have all sorts of data in this, so it would be perfect for choosing this sorts of data. So we have duplicates here, and we have this is my master data with 3 columns only, and my update links would be this one. So the merchant ID is the common thing among all my data input data, and this is my second update. I'm trying to make it on the first one. So second update means I'm trying to add level to my merchant ID, so I'm just making updates on the records based on the merchant ID. And the third update and second update I'm making is transaction amount. I would like to add transaction amount to each of my merchant ID, so that's another update. Okay, so let me we do have table definitions from joins, so it's gonna say as join text. So let me just choose those then. So browse for file and join one, that's my master data. And first line in column names, it's true, and I'm not changing anything except I'm not changing anything. And what's that? Okay, sequential and join one, right? Okay, so now it's done. We need not view data, it takes time, so I don't want to waste the time. And file, browse for file and join to, which is, I'm trying to make this as an update link, update data. Okay, the first line in column names is true, and columns just load. What is that? Join to. Okay, perfect. And then file, making this browse for file, join 3, and first line in column names is true, and columns, just dump your columns. What's that? Join 3.txt. Okay, okay, then all set for the input, right? Now what did I say? I gonna, okay, first let me choose the common column. I need not type the common column or search for the common column. Just hit on this drop down box and it's gonna show all the list of the common columns between all those input data sets. Because I have only one, yeah, just choose this. And yep, I'm not okay, null's position by default it's first, but I want to make it last. Okay, and merchant id, merchant id, it's alpha and alphanumeric, so it doesn't matter like sort ascending or descending. Okay, so now let's try to make all default. Okay, let me just make it all default. Okay, you need not change everything. You need not worry about that. Just right click and set all the properties to default, so everything goes to default conditions. That's it. So as I said, what is this keep, right? Keep means I'm asking data stage to whenever you see unmatched master records from the data, please keep them, don't drop them, please keep them. So what I'm trying to do, left outer join, right? I'm trying to do left outer join based on the master table with the other two update tables. Okay, and partitioning, it's hash partitioning. Remember, the data should be partitioned and sorted for the input data. It must be hash partition, so that it's obviously my data is like just probably 10 or 12 records, it doesn't matter. But when you're trying to perform with a huge like millions of records, it's gonna matter a lot. So I'm just like trying to make as real as possible. It doesn't really matter if I don't partition here, because if I choose auto partition everything falls into place, but I don't want you to take it for granted for choosing auto even in the real time. So yep, that's pretty much it. And now go to the output. Okay, so output, just drag and drop because I want to know what are the columns present and all that stuff. And now 27, 29 and 31, so these are the reject links. You need not worry which are the reject links because we can't do anything for the reject links. Okay, and now let me check what's my link order on the input. So what's the link order? Let me check it. So okay, I don't want to mess up with the series. I just want, okay, so 24 link is the top link, right? So I just want that to be the master link. Okay, and 25, 26 doesn't matter, those two are the update links. And reject links, what's the master? 27 is the master link, 30, 29 and 31. Okay, perfect. So that's pretty much about this merge stage. And now just give the output file path here. So again ex.ds, yep, we do have ex.ds. And okay, that's a reject for. And then next ex2.ds. okay, and next output is, I don't know where is this. Okay, probably okay, we don't have another file, so let me just make it, let me just create it. You need not create it and then use the path. You can just, whenever you give the path, it's gonna create the data set in the given path. So yeah, now we have everything done, right? So let me now just compile it and see if everything is perfect, and then run it. What did it say? It's show error. So yeah, the other thing is show error. Show error means it's highlighting the stage which has error, right? So what does it say? Invalid derivation for output column merchant ID. So let's see, probably something is wrong with the output mapped columns, I guess. Oh yeah, see, we didn't derive anything for this. So let me just draw. Yep, so now everything is set, right? Okay, now let's compile it. So what we are trying to do is, everything is default, but we are trying to see left outer join, which means we are asking data stage. We are asking data stage, if you see any of the unmatched records from this master data output, just pass them as such to the output data set. I'm not dropping them. I want them to see, I want to see them. So yep, so see, we have this thing is this sequential 520. This is our master data, right? So how many records do we have? 10. So what's a master output data? This is the master output data, right? So how many records did we get here? 10. So that makes sense, right? Because we want, I have asked, by choosing this unmatched masters mode keep, I'm asking dataset not to drop any record. I want all the records from here. So now let's and other things are just dropped. So now let me just show you the end data, and then we're gonna work on the drop thing. So see, how many records do we have here? 10, right? In this, 10 records, right? So we do have 10 in here too, right? So yeah, now let's see what's happening. It's just every record in, okay, let me just see, here we have a 100. Okay, only merchant ID, merchant name and status, right? But we have level and transaction amount added to this. So what we are doing, we are updating these records, we are updating all these records with the other tables or other just text files or something. Yeah, in our job, we are updating with other files. We are just updating these records, that's it. So with the level and the transaction amount. So whenever it has, like, see, whenever it sees what are all present in here, what are all present in here, all the things, like 10 things it gonna have. Whenever it doesn't see anything, so just giving us null, right? And the other thing, what did we say? Other thing, we said whenever you see any update records, true, right? Okay, let me just show you that again. What did we say here? We said reject updates, we said true, and warn on unmatched masters, true, right? So we said true and true. So warn on unmatched masters. So see here now, so this is the director I just opened and wanna just show you. So what is it saying? Don't don't worry about the sequential warnings. Those are some, like, delimiter or something warnings. So yeah, let's start from merge warnings. So yeah, merge state, it's saying that update record is rejected and update record is rejected, right? Because it probably there might be reason that, I can't really open all the datasets, it leads to confusion. So yeah, you can check it yourself by creating sample datasets. But the thing is, yeah, because we said whenever you see an update record that is rejected, we said give me a warning in the director, right? Add the warnings to the log, right? So yeah, so it's saying that all these update records have no master records. These records are just what do I say, rejected. So whenever the update records are rejected, it's showing up some warnings. And the other thing, what's the other warning it's showing up? Master record 2 and master record 3 is a duplicate. Why? Because see, we have two duplicates along with the original. We have two duplicates, right? So it's giving a warning too. You have two duplicates. So yeah, your master data has two duplicates. It's just throwing up some warning, that's it. So did you see here we have all the things from the what do I say, for the first master data, all the records from the master data, and those records are updated with level call, level field, and transaction amount, right? So yeah, and whenever the master data doesn't have any data level and transaction amount or anything, it's just showing up as null, right? So this means that if you remember from my previous thing, previous join stage, yeah, you could say that. And yep, and that's pretty much it about this. Now let's, what we're gonna do now is, let's drop this. Okay, so now by dropping we are making it as inner join. We are asking, if you see any unmatched master records, just drop them. I'm really not bothered about them, so just drop them, that's it. And let's also make these false, so I don't want to add warnings, right? So I don't want to add any warnings to my director output catalog. I mean, not catalog, it's log, right? So yep, so now just compile the job and just run it and see if you have anything else. See, now we dropped, we just choose the drop here, right? We just choose dropped here, right? So we are making it inner join, right? So see, previously we had 10 records in here, right? The master output data was 10 records, but now it's only 8. So let's see how why is the record only 8 and why it's not 10. And let's see the director too, if, because we asked the merge stage not to add any warnings to the director log view, right? So yeah, let's, once we view the data, we're gonna later see it has all the 8 records. And if you remember, this R543 has duplicates, right? Two duplicates. But now we don't see any duplicates for this R543. Why is that? Because it's dropping those records whichever are not in the master records, it's just dropping them. So that's the reason it doesn't have any duplicates. And because we don't have any duplicates, it's just only 8 records instead of 10. So, and everything else is pretty much same, see null values and all, everything is pretty much same. So that's about this. And let's see now director. So see, okay, we do have warnings, but that's not about this merge stage. Merge stage, there are no warnings, right? Sequential file stage, it has it's saying that we have some delimiter and all that. You don't really care about that as of now, because we don't use uh, sequential file stages for updating the records. Obviously we're going to choose some database stages or anything else. So yeah, you need not worry about that, but check everything. You don't see any merge stage warnings, right? Previously we had merge stage warnings, right? See, merge 19 and all these warnings, right? But now we don't see these merge stage warnings, right? So yeah, that's the reason. It's, so we choose, we ask data stage not to add any warnings to the log view. So that's the reason, even though there are rejected updates and master rejects, see, we do have master rejects, like this row of the first update link is showing that it has 3 rejected rows, and this is showing that it has 1. I mean, every update link has its own respective reject link. So yeah, so that's how we need not really see how the rejected data looks like, because whatever the data is not in here, it's gonna have, like, whatever the columns are in the update link 1, if they are not passed to the output data set, I mean master output data set, then they are just moved on to the corresponding reject link, right? So that's pretty much about this. So what did we do here? We learned that join, I mean, two different join operations can be performed in merge stage. One is left outer and the other is inner. Left outer is by choosing unmatched masters mode as keep, and if you want to do inner join, then unmatched masters mode you want to change it to drop. Okay, this is I'm repeating it again because this is like the important questions, important interview questions. How many join performs can you have, and how many reject links do you can you have, I mean, and what can you have, like a reject link for the master update link, and all that stuff can be asked on interview whenever you're dealing with the merge stage. So yep, that's pretty much it about this merge stage, guys. I'm pretty sure it made a lot of sense now. I'm hopefully I'm trying my best to make it simple as possible. So hope you all liked it, and in my next video I'm gonna focus on lookup stage. And once we gonna have lookup stage, I gonna then make a short video describing the basic differences between join, merge, and lookup, because in like almost 70 to 80% of interviews they ask this question. So that's a basic question. What's the difference between join, merge, and lookup? That's a basic and the primary questions in most of the interviews. So yep, and I'm gonna have a short video, probably like 3-minute video or 5 minutes video, uh, describing the differences between join, merge, and lookup. And that's it. And once we are done with the lookup, we're gonna see modify, pivot, and pivot enterprise, like horizontal pivoting and vertical pivoting, and remove duplicate sort, and then comes the transformer, which is like a pretty big stage. So yep, no problem, I'll make it as simple as possible. And thank you guys, thank you so much for watching. Keep watching and subscribe to my channel. It's tutorial, and yeah, I'm trying to make data stage video tutorials, and once we are done with the data stage, I'm gonna make quality stage tutorials too. So please subscribe to my channel so that you'll get email notifications for as soon as I upload a new video, you get email notification. That's pretty cool, right? Yeah, so just subscribe to my channel tutorial, and thank you guys, thank you so much for appreciation and encouragement. Thank you.